Hey guys, I'm back with another tutorial. This time we're making a card for a back to school teacher gift. Right now I'm just adding the PNG into Design Space. It's another print and cut project, so save it as a print and cut image and continue and add it into your workspace. I kept this size the same as my other cards. I made it 4 by 5, so you will need to make this adjustment before you print. With this size, you can get 2 on a page. Go ahead and copy it, rotate it so that they're sideways, and attach them. Now it's ready to print. As always, I always make adjustments when you send a printer. I always use system dialog. Make sure you're sending to the correct printer, and then choose the best quality and the specialty matte paper. While that's printing, I want to show you something else that's super exciting. I am officially on Cricut Access. Type in my store name in the search bar, Cheese Toast Digitals, and you can actually download this design with your Access membership if you have it. Go to my page and then click on my shared projects, which is on the right here. And then it's the last one that I uploaded. So you can click on this. And then when it opens up, I do have a small description in there that teaches you what to do with this card. The bottom shows all the images that I'm using. You can click on Make It if you want to just make one, but let's go ahead and click on Customize so that I can show you what else you can do with this. So as you can see, by inserting that project that I made, it's all ready to go. It's resized and everything. But if you want to, you can actually add from use your child's name or whoever if you're doing this for orders. It's easy to customize is what I'm getting at, and so just use whatever font you want, change the color, and whenever you're done adding any personalization that you want to this, just make sure that you select everything, and then we're going to flatten it, and this makes it like an image. Furthermore, if you want to change any of the colors that I used on this card, you can unflatten it all the way down to each piece. So you can change the rainbow colors or whatever else you want to do, or you can take the rainbow out and add something else. It's totally up to you. So have fun with this. Save your project in DS so that I can see that your project was inspired by this. I would love to see what you create. To cut this, I'm using a light grip mat in the cardstock setting on the dial. If you want to, you can also just use scissors or a paper cutter to do this, since it's nothing fancy. Okay, now that our cards are done, it is time to do the fun part, in my opinion. So we need to make our Teach bracelet, and for the letters, I use these alphabet beads that I got from Walmart. And then I just dumped them on this plate so that I could go through them and find the letters that I needed. And I was going to lay them out here. We're going to do just one on camera. And then I got these little apple clay beads, and I got these from Temu. And I think 50 came in that pack. And so what I do is I use this little jewelry maker that I got from Dollar Tree. And then I have my letters here for Teach. I have my apple beads. These I'm not using for this bracelet. And then I also use a needle. It makes the bracelet making process so much faster. I'm just gonna put that there for now. And then for the main part of the bracelet, I have these heishi beads, and it came as a set. You got 2 packs. And for this, I do rainbow. So what I do, I just take like a pinch or 2 of each color, and I add it into the middle here. And then after I got some of each one, I will take my needle and I will mix them all together. If you know you're going to be doing a lot of rainbow bracelets, you could just dump all of your beads into like a big bowl so that you don't have to do this each time. It would definitely save you some time. But I'm also making some other bracelets at this time where I just use a few of the colors. So that's something that I have not done yet, but it definitely makes sense. Let's move on to this one. And also for this one, I have not been using this last row. I can link the set that I purchased for these, but there are so many options. It really doesn't matter. I just thought this had, it was the best deal at the time, and I liked the color combination. So this is the one I went with. They also have these sets on Temu, like super cheap. Shein, they're all over the place. Okay, that will do. Okay, next I'm using 1mm stretch cord, and I'm just going to cut it and leave a little bit of length, and then I add some tape onto one end so that the beads don't fall off. To get my needle on this cord, I do have to cut at an angle to be able to get it to fit here in the middle. And now I'm ready to start adding my beads, but first I'm going to show you. So I just mix these up a little bit. Okay, and then I just start going in. You just grab some and slide them down. And I do try to get different colors so that things aren't right next to each other, or they're not all light or all pink. I'm keeping this here so that you can see, but I think it's actually easier. You hold this, you can kind of And now for these bracelets, I make them all 7 inches just because I feel like it works for more people. It might be loose on someone, but it shouldn't fall off, and that way that it can, it's a size, kind of like a one size fits most situation. And then I put these beads on, so this is in centimeters. So for centimeters, it's a little before 18, so we'll stop around here. And I'll put these beads on until I get to 6 centimeters. Do a couple more. About 6.5, I guess. That's good. So now I'm going to put the teach beads on. Oops. And then now I do 5 of these. This part, I mean, again, doesn't matter. Do what you think looks good. Then I add an apple. And then I finish off the bracelet with more of these heishi beads. Just check real quick. Okay, that looks great. So now that we're done, I'm just gonna move everything to the middle, and then I triple knot this. I pull really tight. Well, I guess I tie it 3 times. It's kind of like 2 knots. And then I pull both ways. I try to make sure that it is as tight as possible. And if you want to, you can use like your E6000 glue here, or super glue, to try to get it sturdy, keep it together, but I have not found that it's necessary. And then I normally just let that sit for a little bit, and then I'll pull it again, and then I'll take my scissors and I'll just cut it off pretty short. I don't weave it back in because I find that they always come apart. So now I let that sit for a moment. Let me show you these other cards that I have, because I'm doing another set as well. So I made these other ones for school, and I have like preschool through, I think 5th grade maybe, I'll have to check. But I'm doing these for like a mom and daughter type gift to help your child feel less anxious about going to school. And I'm doing this the same exact thing, doing the rainbow bracelets. I'm doing Mama and Minnie for the child one. For the kid size, let's see. The kid size, I was doing 5 inches, which is about 13 centimeters on here. And I was doing the same for adult, which was 7 inch and 17.78 centimeters. So almost 18, like we discussed. Okay, so let's finish this one off. Just pull it one more time. Take my scissors, cut that, and then now it's time to package. I'm going to take one of my cards, and I'm putting it into my cello bag, and then adding the bracelet on top. And then you'll just close it like this. And if you are making this for a gift that you're using like for yourself, I am personally adding a gift card to the back part of this. Of course, when I'm selling these to customers, I just give them to them like this, and they're able to open this back up if they want to add a gift card or anything else that they want to add to it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it gave you a nice back to school idea for teachers or maybe yourself and your children. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.